The calendar says June 2025. Jungkook's discharge is near. Yet unlike the fanfare that usually surrounds a K-pop superstar's comeback, the silence is deafening. NO countdown banners, NO press leaks, NO teasers, NO smiles from HYB. Nothing. Instead, there's a growing tension. Armies across the globe are glued to their screens, refreshing official pages, watching Jungkook's old V-Live replays, and revisiting every line of Golden, trying to decode what they might have missed the first time. And now a new fear is spreading. What if Jungkook doesn't want to return? Could it be burnout, a quiet rebellion, or something far more heartbreaking? When Golden dropped in 2023, it was hailed as the perfect solo debut, flawless vocals, rich storytelling, and a sound that fused Western pop with Jungkook's signature soul. But now, in hindsight, fans are rereading the lyrics and asking, was it actually his way of saying goodbye? In Standing Next to You, he sang about eternal presence and I hate you. There was pain hidden beneath every beat. And in Too Sad to Dance, there was something darker, detachment, not from love, from life in the spotlight. It didn't feel like a beginning. One Korean fan commented on a Naver forum, "It felt like closure." HYB is known for being strategic, polished, controlled. But this time, fans are calling them out for being suspiciously quiet. During other BTS members' post-military phases, plans were announced, campaigns launched, and media hype was managed with care. But with Jungkook, nothing, no agency statement, NO staff leaks, NO media speculation. It's as if HYB is afraid to say anything at all. And that silence. It's making fans wonder if the rumors are true. Could there have been a fallout between Jungkook and the agency? Did the stock scandal, where over 90 billion rupiah of his shares were stolen during his service, shake his trust in the company? Was he betrayed by people he once trusted? In his recent documentary, Jungkook, I Am Still, a few frames stood out. There's a moment where Jungkook looks into the camera, exhausted. He says nothing, just breathes. But fans say his silence spoke louder than any lyric. Later, in an interview scene, he says, "Sometimes, I wonder what life would be like if I was just John Jungkook." That line now plays in fans' heads on repeat. Was this a soft goodbye? Did I Am Still mean he's still here as a person, but no longer as an idol? On X, formerly Twitter, hashtags like #Jungkook comeback, #Protect Jungkook, and #We Wait For You JK are trending in 20 countries. Yet the tone is shifting from excitement to fear to grief. He gave us everything. If he needs to leave, we'll understand. But it hurts. Comment with 52,000 likes under a YouTube fan video. Some fans say it's temporary. Others fear it's the end of an era. For years, Jungkook was called the Golden Magne, the youngest, the most talented, the perfect idol. But perfection is a prison, especially for someone who debuted at just 15. He once confessed in an interview, "Sometimes I feel like I never got to grow up properly. It's like the real me got stuck somewhere." Military service gave him time away from cameras, contracts, and chaos. And perhaps, for the first time in his adult life, he tasted what it meant to be free. The question fans are afraid to ask becomes impossible to ignore. What if Jungkook doesn't want the spotlight anymore? What if he found peace in silence? What if he doesn't miss the stage? What if the golden boy wants to live an ordinary life? Imagine this. You're told by the world that you're perfect, that you can't fail, that your every move inspires millions. But the moment you fall silent or step back, that same world demands answers. Jungkook's disappearance from social media since early 2025 wasn't just a break. IT was a warning sign. NO updates, NO fan messages, NO signs of studio time or vocal rehearsals. Just absence. Mental health professionals in Korea have pointed out that idols returning from the military often struggle with identity loss. They're no longer protected by the system. And if that system broke your trust, like Jungkook's stolen stocks case, you don't come back the same. Did the military heal him? Or did it break the last part of him still holding on? Let's not pretend the K-pop industry is kind. It's relentless, demanding, unforgiving. Jungkook gave his 20s to this world. He danced until his knees gave out, sang through fevers, smiled through heartbreak. And when he finally stepped away, the silence wasn't met with compassion. it was met with expectation. He'll be back. He has to be. But does he? He gave us chart toppers, emotional ballads, unforgettable performances, and his most vulnerable self in Golden. And yet, as Discharge nears, we ask, what's next? But maybe Jungkook is asking something else entirely. Why should there be a next? June 12th, 2025. That's the rumored date of his official discharge. Fans are planning welcome back videos, billboards, buses, flowers, chants. But what if he walks out of the military gates and walks into silence? No press, and oh comeback, and oh future. Music, just Jungkook, alone, quiet, free. Will we ever hear him sing live again? Will he ever post another video? Or just vanish into the life he was never allowed to have? Will Jungkook of BTS end with no final song? June 12 arrives. Cameras are positioned. Fans are lined up in the hundreds outside the base. News anchors are live streaming. Every second ticks like thunder in the hearts of those waiting. But when the gates finally open, there is no press conference, an O agency statement, an O grand. Smile, just one man, wearing his plain uniform, walking alone, an O staff beside him, an O security detail, and for the first time in over a year, fans see Jungkook again. He walks slowly, looks up at the crowd, nods, then gets into a black van without a single word, an O wave, an O comment, an O smile. He's gone in seconds. Armies burst into tears. Not from joy, but from uncertainty. He looked tired. One fan posted on Weverse. He looked like he just wanted to disappear. The news headlines erupt. Jungkook refuses press conference. Is this the end? HYB silent after Jungkook's exit. Rumors of exit intensify. Jungkook seen alone. No managers present. Has he cut ties with the industry? But no one really knows. Not yet. That night, something unexpected happens. At exactly 11:11 p.m., Jungkook's official YouTube channel uploads a video. Just a black screen. An O thumbnail. An O title. Just a 42-second clip. The description reads only, to those who waited. In the video, it's Jungkook's voice. Raw. Fragile. Real. I'm still figuring it out. I'm not sure where I belong anymore, but thank you for giving me the time to breathe. I don't know if I'll return as the Jungkook you knew, but if I return it will be as someone finally free. Then, silence, and O music, and O outro, and O promise of a comeback, just stillness. And that's when fans realize this isn't a goodbye, it's a maybe. It's a chance, it's not the end, but the start of something different. Not Jungkook of BTS, just Jungkook, the man, the artist, the human being, and perhaps the most powerful version of him we've never seen before. Days pass. Jungkook remains silent. HYB gives no comment. There are no press releases, no photo shoots, no comeback teasers. But something has changed. The world isn't shouting anymore. It's listening. Fandoms, for once, stop demanding. They begin to write letters, not asking for music, but wishing him peace. They don't post edits from the past to hold him to it, but fan art of what he might become. Not Jungkook the idol, but Jungkook the person. Then, unexpectedly, quietly, rumors begin to spread again. And oh scandals, and oh drama. Just possibilities to music producers spotted in Paris mentions off record. I recently met an artist who's finding his voice again. It's not K-pop. It's something deeper. An indie podcast in New York plays an unreleased acoustic track anonymously submitted with the tag JK_reborn. And in Seoul, a black and white poster appears for a hidden art gallery exhibit. No names, just the words. Freedom sounds different. June 30th. Could it be? Or is the world just desperate for signs? Either way, one thing is clear. Jungkook's silence is no longer feared. It's respected. Maybe he'll return to music. Maybe he'll disappear forever. Maybe he'll speak again in 1 year, or maybe never at all. But if this story has taught us anything, it's that Jungkook was never just an idol. He was a human being hidden beneath the glow of stage lights. And now that the lights are off, he's walking toward the one thing he was never given the chance to: fully be free. In the end, it wasn't the awards, the records, or the stadiums that defined him. IT was the moment he chose silence over spectacle, and for the first time, the world finally heard him. As the final week of June 2025 arrives, no grand announcement has come, and oh agency roadmap, and oh teaser photos, and oh promotional countdowns. Just a fanbase watching, waiting, wondering. And then, without warning, a new Instagram account appears. And oh blue checkmark. And oh fanfare. Just one post, a blurry photo of a calm ocean horizon. The caption, "I'm still here." The username, @Jungkook, unverified, but unmistakably hymned. And the comment section, there are no screaming emojis. And oh comeback demands. Just quiet hearts leaving quiet words. Take your time. We'll be here. Even if you never sing again, thank you for singing at all. And with that, the chapter that began with global fame, stadium lights, screaming fans, record-breaking music, and endless pressure quietly fades into something more human, something sacred.